Good morning. Sorry, the live didn't want to be live. I kept pushing go live and the screen would just go blank and then the button to push would be like white. Like I was taking a story or something, but there was nothing on the screen. But good morning, I'm here. Okay, today we're going to do the tassel stitch and then tomorrow is details. And then we're done. Isn't that exciting? Okay, so for this stitch, you need the color that you used for the couching and whatever else you did for these two things. It was also choose your own adventure day that day, so you might have chose a different color or a different stitch than I did. So the search continues. That's this one. So I used star 214. Okay. So you're going to have a little bit of that. We'll use that in just a minute. Then you also need whatever color you're going to use for your actual flowers. Save me, Tori. I got carried away with the French knots on the teapot paint can. I cannot save you because it happens so easily. I never want it to end. Oh gosh, guys. Don't make me cry. It's too early for this. I think I might do that blue. Have a little bit of blue at the top, maybe. And maybe I could mix it with something. Maybe I'll mix it with like the pink. Blue and pink together, maybe. How do we feel about that? A little bit of each? Or is that too much? Just blue. Blue and purple? I did blue and purple on the other one, though. I'm too indecisive. That's what I did for the other one. I'll just do one color. Okay, but you can mix the colors. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you want to do one strand of one color and one strand of the other, I'll show you how it looks just here. So for this one, I did this color blue. It was a padded satin. Yeah, that's what it was, this one. These two together, I feel like that's so similar. Even though it's a different color, you know? But you can do two colors together. You could use variegated thread. You could do a pink and a purple. Like, you can do all kinds. Yellows look nice, but I already have quite a bit of yellow on that hoop. Ooh, I could do these two colors. That looks good. Maybe I'll do that because we don't have any yellow up there at all. Sorted. Done. Okay, so I'm going to use the yellow and then the light yellow. This one. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is cut a small piece of one of the colors that you're going to use. Just a small piece, maybe like that long. Okay. So I actually already have a piece of yellow from my scrap pile. So I'm just going to use that. Now you don't want this to be too short, but you don't want it to be too long either. Okay, so I'm going for like that long. And I'm probably going to end up cutting a ton of it off. Okay. So I've got my piece. Now what you're going to do with this, now it's a bit fiddly, but I know you can do it. Okay, is you're going to take your colors like this, and you're going to wrap them. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit. Got my shirt in there. You're going to wrap them around your fingers. Now, you can do 2 fingers if you want for like a small tassel, but that doesn't give you a lot to work with, even though there's really a lot up here. I like to do 3 just because then I have a little bit extra. Okay, now however many wraps you do is how thick and fluffy your actual flower is going to be. So you have all of the thread on the front and all of the thread on the back, okay, together. So this so far is 1, 2, 3. We'll just do 3 for now, okay? So you're gonna hold that at the top. You've got your 3 wraps. All right, now you can make these as fluffy as you want to. If you want to make them real fluffy, then do it. And if you don't, then just do 3 for the first one, and then you can try your own for the second. Now, what we're doing is putting this thread that we've cut through the circle, and we're going to make a double knot. And that's going to hold all of these threads together. Okay. That's what we've got so far. Yeah? So we've wrapped it around our fingers 3 times, 3 fingers. This is it. All right? So this is where you need your needle. You're going to thread your needle on this side. And I like to poke down the right one on the right side of the stem and the left one on the left side of the stem, because you don't want to have them go through the same hole. All right? You want them to be a little bit apart. Now, wherever you put this is where your flower is going to start. So if you put it way here at the top, then it doesn't actually connect to your stem. Okay? I like to put it down in my stem a little bit, which is why I've made my stem longer. But if you decide, actually, I kind of want it to be up here at the top, like I want it to be longer, then just make this stem longer. That's totally fine. All right? Meaning that you can like extend the stem to make it go where you want. All right, so I'm going to do mine right at the top of here. So we're going to take this one down on this side. Not you. You're the hair. You stay up there. Okay, and then take your needle off. And then this on this side. Poke it down on the other side of your stem. Could you tie off the other side and just cut the loops in half? What do you mean? We are going to cut the loops in half. And then flip it over. And we're going to tie this on the back. So now that is secure. This is where we need our stem color, okay? Now you can do 6 strands, 3 strands, doesn't matter. You could, but you have these straight ones, so you're actually gonna have a less full flower on the other one. So if you did that, then you would have, this flower would be 3 wraps, and this flower would only be 2 wraps and 4 strings, because you have the ends here. But any way that you want to do it, go for it. Try it. And remember, I did 3 fingers. I used 3 fingers as my guide. If you use 2 fingers, you're going to get a way smaller loop. This is just to show you how to actually do it, so that it's clear. Do you know what I mean? Because the smaller the loop that you go, obviously you're saving thread that way. And you don't have to cut off as much. So I'm probably going to cut off a fair bit of this. Yeah. But it's a little bit more difficult to see if you only have like a small little loop that's that big to work with. So sometimes it's just, I got to take one for the team. Okay. So what we're going to do with this one, I don't even feel like that's the same color, even though it looks like the same color. It always happens to me. I'm going to use all 6 strands. Thread your needle. Now you could use 3 or you could use 4. It doesn't really matter for this part. What we're gonna do is use some straight stitches. What is happening with this? To tack down this bottom part and make it look like a bulb. You're getting chopped off. So if you didn't know, each strand is actually 2 strands that are twisted together, and sometimes it's just one of those that gets a bit out of line. Okay, so this is where you also need to decide. If you put them together like this, you can make them really, really small and make your bulb really small at the bottom. Or you can make it flatter like this and make your bulb really, really wide at the bottom. Okay, it just depends on, okay, hi, good, all right. It just depends on where you want to put it and also how wide you want this bottom part to be. Okay, so I'm just gonna do mine. Good, all right, it's a perfect time to drink water. Yeah, so if you make it squished in like this, then it's gonna be even smaller. If you make it kind of wider like this, then it's gonna be wider. Yep, just continue, Jessie. We're just listening to you now. Like I said, it's the perfect time for water. Okay, so we've got just one little thing here, and we're going to continue making these straight stitches from one side to the other to fill up the bottom. And we're just really covering this. Leave the plant alone, girl. Hey, chill. Yeah, just lie down. Just relax. She's gone over to my monstera plant and she's just nudged it, and then she got her donut stuck in the plant part up underneath of it. That girl, man. Now towards the end, it's gonna like kind of fall down a little bit because it's like a bigger hump. Love from South Africa. Hello. And you can do lots of different times over this, or you can just do a couple. Like I always say, it just depends on how you want it to look. You can mix some colors. You could use a different color if you wanted to. Okay, that's probably good enough. That's how I want it to look, like a bud. Okay, you can make this pointy at the bottom instead of like rounded if you wanted to keep it going straight down into a point. Again, up to you. Okay, so let's tie this off. Okay, now we have to fix the hair. This is what we've got. So we've got our little bud. We've got all of this right here at the top. So what you're gonna wanna do is cut all these loops. Okay, and this is when we trim it. Let's see, where's my sharp scissors? Oh, there they are. So I like using the sharp ones for this because they can go straight across a little bit better. And you're gonna need a comb or like an eyebrow comb. An eyebrow comb is like the best because it's really nice and thin. Oh, here's the smaller one. I just got a pack of 5 combs. Good morning. I just got a pack of 5 combs and this came as one of them. I wanted the wide tooth one, but it was cheaper to just buy 5. So I use this one for embroidery now. So what you're gonna do is snip the ones however far down you want. I like to have like a little ring of white around my embroidery. So yeah, so I wouldn't leave it like going off the hoop. I would always kind of cut it down so that you can still see that white. So let's play hairdresser. Give it a little trim. All right. And then what you're going to do is comb this out. Now what it does is separates all the 6 strands into one strand, and it makes it a little bit more like full looking. The other thing you can do if you don't have a comb is to use the eye of your needle and separate them like this. And that really helps too. And you want to try and separate all of them. Get them all nice and blended. And then you can decide, do I need to cut it smaller? Do I need to trim a little bit more? If so, you just need to pick them all up. Give them another trim. Yeah, literally just like hair. And trim them off. Okay, so let's zoom out and see how it looks. Yeah, that's quite nice, I feel. All right, so let's do another one. I'm gonna do a couple more. Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna do a couple more on this one. So this one I only did 3 wraps. This one I'll do like 5 maybe. And I'll do 2 fingers, so I'm not wasting so much thread. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's not long enough. This one is, okay. Amazing. The yellow does look so good. It kind of ties it in at the top and the bottom, you know, so it looks a little like I've planned it, but actually I've just chosen all the colors as I went. So that's a little bit what tomorrow will be about too, is not just filling in the middles or adding little things here and there, but it's also kind of like adding details with other colors that we've already used to kind of make it look like we've planned it like that. But actually, we've just kind of chosen them as we've gone. Okay. At least I have. Those of you who planned it, well done. Because I can never seem to do that. I always just start with a color palette, and then by the end I'm using like colors I didn't even choose at all. Yeah, Stardom Young Veronica. She says that she's watching a webinar on dog training. Perfect. Come do Jessie next. Who are we kidding? She can't be trained. She's too sassy. Oh. Veronica says he can sit. He's only little, isn't he? He's only young. Okay, and let's find that green again. This guy says all dogs can be trained, 9 weeks. Have you met Jessie? Yeah, I'm sure she could actually. She's very smart. But she's definitely like Little Miss attitude. Do you know what I mean? Like, if like you don't do it right then, she's like, excuse me. Like, do exactly what I say. Little diva. Oh, but we love her, don't we? She's so funny. Dogs are just seriously the best. Like, they're just so good. We'd love another dog. I feel you. I ended up at Spotlight the other day because all of a sudden I wanted skin colors for our couched satin flower. Yeah. I just love the colors. Which is funny because like in my own like wardrobe and how I dress, like I'm like gray, dark blue, black, dark gray, tan. Like not at all like my job. Like at the moment I'm wearing dark gray sweatpants and a light gray shirt. I need to get some color in my life, I think. Veronica says that Bandit is just like a toddler. Temper tantrum when he doesn't get his own way. Oh, sadly I'm not allowed a doggo in my rented place. Oh. Yeah, we're lucky. We've got a little backyard for her. All her toys, and she can run around and play. Oh my God, it is so windy. Future plans, yes. Let's make this one a bit more like pointy at the bottom. Then we'll build up the bottom part here. And then we'll cut the hair, and then we'll be all finished for today. My little Jack Russell pug broke into my neighbor's garden this morning. Oh no! Is it like all fenced in? Did you like get him back? Ooh. How sweet. This is so fun. It's like hairdresser. Okay, these are so cute. There we go. He's found a hole in the fence. I wasn't impressed. Oh, poor guy. Poor you, more like. Because I'd be so nervous. Okay, there we go. How cute. I love them. So obviously when we blow dry it, because I used the Pilot heat erasable friction pen, all these other little lines will go away. So I don't want to do that yet because I still have these ones to do. So we'll do it probably at the end of the day. I was in my PJs. Probably running after him like, come back here. So yeah, we'll blow dry it and everything. When we're all done tomorrow, we're going to do little bits like the coffee, any kind of highlights that you want to add in any of the flowers or leaves, or if you want to outline things, like if you wanted to outline these petals up here, or put some little jazzy bits on the inside of these, then we'll do that. Or over here, all kinds of fun stuff we can do. We'll also be doing all of the middles. Can't remember if I said that already, but we'll be doing all the middles. So you can choose if you want to just do like a straight stitch, satin stitch, if you want to weave in the middle, French knots, or a combination of French knots and weave. Do you know what I mean? Like there's all kinds of different things we can do for the middle. So yeah, tomorrow's going to be kind of like not a catch-up day, but it's going to be like a sort it out day. All the little bits and bobs that we still have to do. Yeah, I'm so excited. Like, I cannot tell you. You guys should be so proud of yourselves. Just having to scroll through the hashtag last night, and I was like almost crying because I was like, you guys, you've done so well. And so many of you, this is your first time stitching, and I'm so proud, and you guys should be proud of yourselves too. So I feel like we've learned so much. Getting emotional. Okay, so enjoy your Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. Enjoy your Tuesday. And I'll come chat with you tomorrow. All right? Bye.